Yeah. What about you? Wait. Santa. Santa movies.
We find presents beneath trees, stockings filled by an unseen hand. He goes about his secret work, leaving not a single whisker of evidence. We never see him, but he knows if we've been naughty or nice. Without proof, he is just a mystery. Some dare question his very existence. Until now.
Last Christmas, 4 kids set out to prove the existence of Santa Claus. This is our footage. Alex, we got reindeer poo. Frozen yogurt, Dutch chocolate with nuts and raisins. Definitely not reindeer poo. This is it. He's on the move. You sure you're in focus?
Duh, of course I'm in focus. I know how to use a camera. I'm not 5.
You're 8.
Exactly.
I'm Alex. My sister Elizabeth is behind the camera. We're at Times of Musical Gathering pre-holiday show. Come on, follow me.
I don't have proper authorization.
It's okay. It's for science.
Ew, what are those principal of Santa Claus?
Cut. Every kid knows Santa. Jolly, wears red, likes the carbs, but aside from the Tim Allen movies and seasonal TV specials, what do we really know about our plus-size visitor from the north?
I don't think anyone has ever seen the real Santa Claus outside of claymation.
He must be real. I follow his blog.
My brother saw him once. He said his heart smelled like candy canes.
I doubt. Serious doubts.
Yeah, kind of look the other way on Christmas Eve, you know? Sure, might commit a B&E or two, but his heart's in the right place.
Heard he got a makeover back in the 90s. Shaved the beard, hit the gym, dyed the hair. Now, walks among us undetected. It could be anyone. Oh, he's totally real. We have evidence. We have the pipe.
Santa's pipe, the one you used to see in all the pictures? We got it.
It's true.
Santa's pipe is our family's most cherished heirloom. My Uncle Charlie found it sitting beside the Christmas tree on Christmas morning, a long time ago. Uncle Charlie is totally the coolest uncle that ever lived.
Back it up. This baby is going to the moon. Everybody run! Scatter! Don't use it on your brother.
Really?
There was this one Christmas, Uncle Charlie gave me the coolest gift ever. Santa's pipe? For real, Uncle Charlie gave me Santa's pipe?
Yeah. I figured it was time to entrust Santa's pipe to a true believer.
So, a genuine Santa Claus artifact. It was the greatest Christmas present I ever got. I decided to share this incredible evidence with the world. In conclusion, this pipe is irrefutable evidence. That's not Santa's pipe. It didn't go exactly as planned. You can't handle the truth! And that was just the beginning. My love spiraled into a nightmare of one-time non-believers and Kringle deniers ridicule what I knew to be true.
Santa Hiking, the best Christmas movie
That
until
Santa
young.
Claus does exist.
Oh, what is
I just have to prove it.
Yeah. Huh?
That's when I
360.
decided to put together
When you go after this,
Thanks for naming expertise.
no, this.
I'm Zoe.
That's double.
I'm a puker. Not my title. Just nervous stomach.
It's now long.
Excuse me. My expertise is coloring and decoupage, but I better go on.
I mean your Santa Hunter expertise.
We may hold the case unless you read that. I also think the cookies.
I'm Richard. Alex's favorite cousin and deputy Santa Smasher. It's Santa Hunter. What up, dude? I'm skilled in ninjutsu, bottle rocketology, and various forms of improvisational camouflage. Can't see me, huh? Can ya? Yeah, I can.
I'm the founder and president of my middle school's ghost hunting and cryptozoological studies club. I also happen to be Alex's favorite cousin, so I borrowed some equipment for winter break. Night vision, motion detectors, a sound dish, a boat horn.
How about now? Yeah, still see you over there. What does that have to do with scientific investigation?
It's a boat horn. Sure, I have questions, like why stuff candy in smelly old socks? What's that about?
Gross.
You can't consume that many cookies in one night without incurring serious digestive ramifications. Observe. That's 7,630,000 cookie calories in New Jersey alone. And that doesn't even count the milk. That's not human. Do the math.
Maybe steals the toys, like some Christmas Robin Hood. If he's stealing, he should be exposed and squashed.
Yep, Toth's vampire. Just a theory. It doesn't make him bad. I don't judge. He could be the sparkly kind, or maybe he only sucks the blood of bullies or vice principals. Or hipsters.
Where's Richard, huh? Seriously? This Christmas, all I want is one thing. To know there's something
Morgenstern.
we can get. And DNA evidence. We are the Santa Hunters. Our whole family gets together every Christmas. This year, the party is at our house. Our mission: obtain irrefutable video evidence of Santa. A Claus encounter, a bird count.
I'm about you.
Hey, Richard, you're really rocking that bow tie.
No, I'm not.
Got me a
Oh.
gold card for Christmas. Hey, a man's
Yeah,
got to do
that's
what a
right.
man's got to do.
Oh, yeah, I was. You put it out here. To the back. Rock it.
Nothing to see here, just hanging ornaments.
Who wants eggnog?
Don't take no. Rockin'.
Kelly.
Hi.
Hi. Don't be alarmed. We were sent by your husband, Patrick. I'm Dr. Mike Dell. I'm a licensed psychotherapist specializing in addictive behaviors and disordered eating.
I'm JJ Virgin. Hi. I'm a certified nutrition specialist and a certified health and fitness specialist. Can we chat with you a bit? Sure.
Yeah? All right.
When JJ and Dr. Dow walked up, I didn't know what to think. It kind of startled me.
Why do you eat in secret in Allen?
I don't want people to know what I eat. I'm ashamed of it.
How has this impacted your health?
I mean, right now, I'm okay. But heart disease, all the family, diabetes.
In time bomb. This is a critical time for Kelly. It's really make or break.
I'm so worried about it.
I know your husband's worried about it.
And I also see that you know that the french fries and the cheese is actually increasing your risk of those things, but you don't know how to change it. Is that right?
I want to change it.
Kelly has been eating nothing but cheesy potatoes for the past 30 years. With her eating habits continuing to spiral out of control, her husband Patrick has called in the Freaky Eaters experts to help.
The next step for JJ and I is to actually see Kelly in her home environment. So how many times a day would you say that you eat potatoes?
Twice a day when I'm working, because I usually don't eat breakfast. But on the weekends, I'll make a burrito.
Cheesy potato burrito.
Yeah.
A cheese and potato diet can create a host of problems: heart disease, diabetes, mood disorders.
I'd really like to hear what your husband has to say.
Baby!
I wanted to hear how her food addiction was affecting their marriage. You're not in the same rooms eating together, and you're certainly not going out to dinner and having those times, those memories that make marriages really work. Patrick, what's your worst fear?
That I'm gonna wake up some morning and she's gonna be gone. My dream for the two of us is to spend the next 50 years together.
The good news is we're going to help you get there.
Next, JJ and Dr. Dow have a reality check for Kelly.
I want Kelly to see just how many potatoes and just how much cheese she consumes in just 4 months.
All right, Dr. Dow. represents the amount of potatoes that you eat in 4 months.
It's disgusting. I thought it was years worth. When I found out they were only 4 months worth, it disgusted me.
The other half, the cheese. £120 of cheese. Each of those bags represents a month's worth of cheese for you. What I'd like you to do is pick one of those up and pour it onto the potatoes.
What's in the bag? It was heavy. Oh my god.
30 pounds.
It's sinking in that I do actually consume this much cheese, and it's gut-wrenching.
Kelly, what do you want to say to these cheesy potatoes?
I don't even want to look at it.
It's disgusting.
This was painful, difficult, but it was necessary so she could really come to reality of how much she eats. Our next step is to see what damage you've done already to your health.
Okay.
Kelly has submitted a blood sample for testing. Now the results are in.
The first thing that I want to look for is metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome is a precursor to both diabetes and heart disease. It's characterized by a cluster of factors, the first one being triglycerides. Triglycerides are fats in the blood, and they're driven up by sugar, starch, and damaged fats. If you have metabolic syndrome, you'll have higher than 150 for your triglycerides. Yours are 359. The stakes for Kelly are high. She's got to change now.
I thought I was healthy. I just thought I was just overweight.
You're morbidly obese. You've got metabolic syndrome. You are in no way healthy.
I'm very scared. This is the first time I've ever seen anything on black and white of how sick I am.
The good news is it can all be fixed. But every bite of cheesy potatoes is like digging a grave. And we can reduce a lot of this in a matter of months if you are willing to go through what it takes to do it.
I'm willing. I can't go on like this anymore. I am motivated now. Whatever it takes.
Kelly's addiction to cheesy potatoes has brought her to a health crisis and her marriage at risk.
Patrick, what's your worst fear?
That I'm gonna wake up some morning and she's gonna be gone.
Kelly is willing to make changes, so on the second day, Dr. Dow begins to address Kelly's phobia of touching other foods by using graded exposure therapy.
Have a seat for me.
Okay.
Graded exposure therapy is baby steps. You take what you can already do, and then you add one piece at a time. You know what this is?
Fox.
To allow Kelly to focus only on texture, she won't be able to see what she is touching.
Are you ready for the first step?
I'm ready.
Okay. I always want to start out with a gimme, because it's going to give her the confidence to then take the next step. So go ahead and stick your hand in there.
I was getting really nervous. I've never really touched other foods before. I slowly put my hand in there. It's cold. It's hard.
What is it?
It feels like a potato.
It's a potato. The next step was broccoli. She has an extreme aversion to all vegetables, so this one is going to be a little bit more difficult.
I'd rather reach in a toilet than touch a vegetable.
What does that feel like?
It feels like a dry sponge.
Is it unpleasant? Is it
No, it's not
gross
unpleasant.
you out?
No.
Do you know what that is?
Broccoli.
Uh-huh. We then took it to tomatoes. These are wet and slimy, and these definitely represent a challenge for Kelly.
There's like holes in it, and it's real weird.
Do you know what that is?
Tomato?
You're not avoiding.
I'm trying not to. I really want to do this.
When Kelly kept touching the tomato, I knew that she was ready for the biggest challenge yet, the taste test. Now it's actually time to eat some things.
I'm sitting there thinking, oh my god, they're going to have me trying some strange things.
Right in front of you, we're going to tell you what's in that one. It is just cheese, potatoes, and a tortilla. All the stuff you already like.
What I'm used to. Normal.
Each burrito has cheesy potatoes, and then we've added in a new food to it.
One down.
I was getting more concerned because I figure we're going to get heavier and heavier into the different foods.
Look in there.
That's a new color for you. That's green.
I feel this. Seeing my wife eat romaine lettuce, I was excited.
I'm overwhelmed that I did it without throwing up on the table.
Yeah.
Kelly eating romaine lettuce turned off this irrational fear that says, if I eat a new food, I will vomit. Slow down.
We saved the most difficult food for last, ham. This was the food that she remembered eating as a child and throwing up.
Okay, the grand finale.
I immediately felt queasy in my stomach. I tried to keep it in my mouth, but I just couldn't. That one's a little harder. Okay.
But nobody wants to reject it.
This was what you ate at 4 years old that you didn't like.
I wanted her to understand that this is not a failure. You just ate something that you don't like and maybe will never like. But the important thing is you tried it. We all have foods we don't like, but it's actually going to allow you to make some better choices.
I just ate things that I've never eaten in my life. That's a whole new life to me.
You've gone through the hardest hurdles now.
That's right.
Building on Kelly's success with touching and tasting new foods, JJ moves on to another sticking point: exercise.
Our goal here is to get you walking.
I've never installed walking into my weekly activity because I'm tired all the time.
You're a regular exerciser, right?
Yeah, I walk.
I invited Patrick to join us because he's already a walker, and I wanted to make sure that he was there to support her. So we're going to take the first step today, but we have something else that we're going to add into the mix. I had Kelly carry a 10-pound bag of potatoes because I wanted her to really feel the weight of her cheesy potato habit. You're holding 10 pounds of potatoes, but in reality, Kelly, you've got over 100 pounds of fat that you stored because of eating those potatoes.
I was really struggling to keep up with her. I was out of breath.
How are you feeling?
It's getting harder.
Really, actually, it's about the equivalent of what you eat a day, just so you know.
I gotta take a breath. By the time I was done carrying the potatoes, it felt like I'd been dragging a tour bus.
Oh.
Want to leave the potatoes
Yes, I
behind?
do.
Let's take those potatoes and give them a heave.
I'm done. I can't believe that I let it get this bad.
I'm never going to hear you breathe like this again, right? Right? You're going to walk and we'll hear in a month, it's like, this was easy, let's go another mile. It was fantastic for Kelly to feel that burden and then get rid of that burden forever.
Oh, it feels better not carrying that.
The experts have given Kelly the confidence to start trying different foods on her own. For the next 4 days, she'll try to